Ever felt like fear is holding you hostage? Like it's that uninvited guest that just won't leave your mind alone? Well, you're not alone. Fear has this sneaky way of creeping in, convincing you that you're not ready, not good enough, or that the worst-case scenario is the only scenario. But here's the kicker. Fear isn't always the villain. In fact, sometimes it's that annoying friend who keeps you from doing something really, really dumb. But the real problem? It's when fear goes from being a useful warning signal to an all-consuming dictator in your life. So why does fear even exist? Bob Proctor, a master in personal development, breaks it down like this. Fear is simply a result of ignorance. Not the you're clueless kind of ignorance, but more like you don't understand what's happening, so your brain goes straight to panic mode kind of ignorance. Ever been in a situation where you wanted to take a big leap? Maybe a career change, a risky investment, or even asking someone out, but your mind went straight to all the reasons it could go wrong? That's fear at work. Now Proctor explains that our mind operates in two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the thinker. It's the part that can choose your thoughts. But your subconscious mind? It's like a sponge. It soaks up everything you feed it, whether it's good, bad, or absolutely bonkers. And here's the twist. It doesn't have a filter. It just accepts whatever the conscious mind hands over. So, if your conscious mind is feeding it fear-based thoughts, your subconscious mind is going to accept that fear and make it your reality. You get anxious, you procrastinate, you freeze. Sound familiar? Now, let's talk about what happens when fear takes the wheel. Imagine this. You get a new job opportunity. It's your dream job, but it's in a different city. Your conscious mind goes, "Wow, this could be amazing." But your subconscious mind, loaded with fear, goes, "Are you kidding me? What if you fail? What if you can't handle it? What if you end up broke and alone eating dollar store ramen forever?" And boom, you've just gone from excitement to pure anxiety in seconds. But here's where it gets really interesting. Fear doesn't just pop out of nowhere. According to Proctor, it starts with worry. You see something unfamiliar, and instead of seeking understanding, you choose worry. That worry turns into fear. Fear turns into anxiety. Anxiety turns into suppression. You stuff it down, act like everything's fine, but inside, you're a pressure cooker waiting to explode. And if you keep bottling it up? Hello, depression. Yeah, it's a slippery slope. So, how do you stop fear from running your life? Well, Proctor says it all comes down to one word: understanding. Think about it. If ignorance is the root of fear, then knowledge is the antidote. And not just any knowledge, understanding how your mind actually works. Because once you understand how to control your thoughts, you can control what goes into your subconscious mind. You can choose what you want to believe instead of letting fear dictate your reality. Now let's flip the script. Instead of feeding your mind with fear and worst-case scenarios, try feeding it with faith. No, not the cross your fingers and hope for the best kind of faith, but real grounded faith based on understanding. Faith that you can handle change. Faith that you can learn new skills. Faith that even if you stumble, you can get back up and try again. And here's the best part. Once you start focusing on understanding instead of fear, everything changes. Instead of suppressing anxiety, you start expressing confidence. Instead of feeling trapped, you start feeling free. And instead of letting fear control you, you start calling the shots. Sounds like a better deal, right? So, next time fear shows up at your mental doorstep, remember this. Fear and faith both require you to believe in something you can't see. The only difference? One keeps you stuck, and the other moves you forward. The choice is yours. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.